Coming out too hot during a CrossFit workout is all too common of a problem. If this applies to you, you should keep watching. Before we dive in, we're first just going to cover what the negative split is. Anytime that I refer to negative split, I'm referring to when an athlete gets faster as the workout progresses. We're going to use an example workout for our scenario to illustrate the negative split. Workout's going to be 5 rounds for time of a 400-meter run followed by 3 minutes of rest. We use 2 different athletes, athlete A and athlete B, and we'll say that they both run a max effort 400-meter in 1 minute flat. Now, athlete A is going to display what I typically see in a CrossFit athlete where we want to go super fast right away. So that being said, their first round, they do 1 minute and 1 second, which is 99% of the best effort they've ever had in their life. It sounds like they're working pretty hard because they are. They're working possibly as hard as they can. Now, as a result of that, they experience some fatigue on round 2 and they immediately dip to 108. That fatigue is unavoidable, and that's why we see the fall off. That's going to continue. Round 3, we end up with a 115. Round 4, we end up with a 121, and then we finish with a 130. Without a doubt, we're going to get slower each time as we experience more and more fatigue after we've essentially maxed out our 400-meter run. Now, for athlete B, they're going to start at about 80 to 85% effort, so they run a 110 on their first effort. It sounds a lot more repeatable because they're starting with a lower effort. As a result of that, they can go a little bit faster on the next one as they dial into the upper 80% range. They go from 85 to 88% on their second round. That's where they start to meet in the middle. And then because they've still got more in the tank, they go 106 on the next one, and then a 104, and then they finish with a 102. They get 2 seconds faster every single time. This is called negative splitting. And I think what's interesting about this example is athlete A at their fastest was a 101, and athlete B at their fastest was a 102. So fastest efforts pitted against each other. Athlete A was faster. But if we take average times across all 5 rounds to test the effectiveness of the workout, you would notice that the average per 400 for athlete A is a 115. And the average per 400 for athlete B is a 106. So athlete B displays a much larger power output across the same amount of work. Given they have the same max effort run, this shows us that athlete B got the much better workout.